Hi there, Leos. I have a great card for you for the week, and it is the King of Wands. And straight away, I noticed that lion there on the throne, and that is your sign. Your symbol is Leo the lion. Great leaders, and here you are looking at your purpose and your mission, and you are literally looking straight at it. So I think that you've got some sort of a purpose or a mission that you're wanting to make happen this week from Tuesday to Tuesday. And the red is your practicality, and your base root chakra color is being grounded. So you're quite grounded and secure in your own, personality and character. You're coming from the heart, which is the green around that heart area, but you're also sitting on an orange rug, which to me says get creative with your leadership this week. There's something that you're going to have to grab hold of the reins and sort out. Be creative in how you approach it. So then we have Virgo, and we have Virgo, you've got a lovely card as well. Ace of Wands, look at all that growth on that wand. And we've got that beautiful lilac-y colour, a bit similar to the print here with my jacaranda flowers. So that's your third eye, your intuition there. And it's a gift from the universe, any of the aces, and you can see this discombobulated hand is literally handing you like a baton for you to take control of where you want to head now. And it looks whichever direction you're going to go, it's very nourished by this river here, and it's making the grass green, and then there's a little glass house there on the hill. So perhaps you need to even, look at all facets, I'm gathering, as if you've got like a wider perspective of things. So then we go to Libra, and Libra is the balanced scales, and with Libra we have 4 of cups here. It's a little bit even number, isn't it? Because the 4 is strong, sturdy foundations in numerology, but what I've noticing is that 3 are here, and this person's not even knowing that there's another one coming in at the side up here, a little bit like that previous ace, something coming from out of the blue. So you might be a little bit down in the dumps about, my life might be looking like it's pretty mundane and pretty ordinary, but I actually think that you're going to get a surprise this week in the emotional department. So it might uplift you out of that little bit of a down mood that you're in. So then we have from Libra, we have Scorpio, and Scorpio is a water sign. And of course the cups are about emotions, and we have 6 here. So we've got these 2 people, and he's handing her, it's like a bunch of flowers. To me, when I see this card, it always reminds me of perhaps getting in contact with somebody from the past, or you're running into some familiar and similar sorts of people to yourself, and they're appreciating that you are like that special bubbly person, and that flowers are sort of that upliftment of being a gift. Now just notice there's a fellow walking up the steps, and it looks a little bit like a courthouse. So here we have Scorpio maybe having a little bit of judgment happening. They may have to look at a contract or something like that. It's a little bit of the legal stuff might be involved. Maybe you need to be finishing putting your tax in, for example. But that's the mundane stuff. Just know that most of this coming week, it's about lots of flowers and beautiful aromas and lots of happy feelings and happy memories and things like that. Sagittarius, we have the 10 of Swords, and it's in reverse, and I don't mind it being in reverse because the heavy end of the sword here will fall out of your body. Now, if you look at it upright, what we've got here, Sagittarius, this is Sagittarius, just double checking. Saggies are the ones with the half man, half, and the arrow, point half man, half horse, throwing the arrow into the future, and they tend to have a little bit of trouble with making increments, small steps. So if you've galloped into the future and you're getting some thoughts in the middle of the night, because that to me says it's nighttime, and those really, we get quite our minds can go awry at night. So, and it can be you stabbing yourself in the back with all these fundamental, what happens if this happens, if this happens, if this happens. It's all the scenarios under the sun. But just know this person here, basically they're grounded with the red on their outfit, and their yellow is usually they're confident, and he's not dead even though he's in a pool of blood. There's a little thumb or finger there that's sort of sticking up. So we know there's life in this person. Saggy, there's lots of life in you. Just know in reverse it can be a postponement or a delay or a complete reversal of the meaning. So it might be that you haven't had any sleepless nights lately, but I'm thinking that it's letting you working out not to gravitate towards all these thoughts all the time. To be able to go, no, voice, inner chatterbox, I'm not listening to you anymore, because all you do is keep me and make me tired, and then I can't function during the day. So I'm letting you go. I'm going to write down a list of things that I want to do and be positive about it instead of go towards the negative thoughts. So that's Saggy for you. Now, the next one here is Capricorn, Six of Swords. And again, swords are thoughts, and we've got them in a boat this time, and you're trying to escape them. Very similar to the previous card. So it's funny how sometimes these cards in a line, when I'm talking about them, they can actually create a storyline. So we have Capricorn. Yeah, Capricorn, Six of Swords. Capricorn is the workaholic. They're already full of thoughts and quite intelligent. Capricorns, they just can think of things that not the ordinary person or the ordinary mind would go to. So here I'm thinking that you've had it contained in your mind, a great idea, and it's about how to escape the term tumultuous waters and go to the smooth waters here. So I'm wondering whether Capricorn's thinking about taking a bit of a holiday. And you know what they do best? They get the itinerary absolutely spot on because they're so in their heads. Everything will be down to the minute. So just know, Capricorns, that sometimes things will throw a spanner in the works. Just go with it, flow with it. Even though you're wanting smooth waters, every now and again you'll be thrown something just to see how good you are at, changing course. So I'm loving that for Capricorn. Aquarius, King of Cups, loving it. Aquarius, he is a beautiful man. This King of Cups, if you ever run into him, he's one of these beautiful people that can express themselves really well, which is the blue of the throat chakra. So they'd be the sort of person that if you ran into them in the street and they hadn't seen you for a while, they literally will come up, lift you up. They don't care who's looking or what people think. They're just so happy to see you, and they show their emotions. So King of Cups, he's not frightened to show his emotions. In the past, he's quite often had tumultuous experiences, but it's not tainting him at all. And even the ships in the background there, and there's another fish over there. So he's had that ups and downs and the waves in his life, but it hasn't taken away his spring in his step. He's not bitter. He realizes that, this is living, and he accepts that. The yellow is confident, the red is still logical and practical, but he's got this big cup here, so he's got lots and lots of love inside him. But he's also got a scepter here, so he can listen to those messages and have that intuition. If you're a bit down in the dumps, this man will spot it. You can't keep it away from them. So that is Aquarius, the King of Cups, and that was my dad. My dad was Aquarius, and that was exactly what he would do. He'd rush up to you in the street and give you the biggest hug, nearly a bear hug. Nearly a bear hug. Take the breath out of you. So from Aquarius we go to Pisces, and we've got the Knight of Wands in reverse for you. So I'm just double checking and making sure I've got everything right, because I don't want to be saying the wrong card to the wrong people. Here we have a purpose and a mission, and the Knight is the mover and the shaker. In reverse, I would say it's the opposite to you rearing up and taking off. To me, if you rear up and take off like this Knight, you could come across a few obstacles, but I'm thinking that you're actually taking the initiative and writing things down, getting the information first. You're not racing in. It's the opposite to rearing up and being a bit misguided and rash. So this is you stopping and taking your time in making that action happen. So this is Pisces. Now, Pisces being a water sign, they are very much going with the flow, and so is Cancer and Scorpio. But Pisces especially, they do have that intuitive belief system that, oh, it'll happen. If it's meant to happen, man, it'll happen, man. Peace, man. So that's a great attitude. But when the Knight is coming up for you this week and it's saying you need to take action now, you need to get moving now. So there you go. It's a little bit contradictory to what your core character is. Next person is Aries, and we have the Death card, Major Arcana card in reverse. So the Death card, I mean, everyone freaks out when we say the Death card. It's nobody's dying. It's the death of an attitude, a way of life, traditional ways. Here's the Pope and royalty down there. Look, you know, the King and the Queens, but it's not necessarily the death of a family. It can be actually families coming together or people coming and realising their worth rather than listening to the collective governments or, you know, following leaders that are a bit out of date, to be honest. So the Death card in reverse, I'm loving it. And of course, you know, it's number 13 of the Major Arcana story, so it's amplified meaning. I'm loving this for Aries because Aries, quite often, they're movers and shakers anyway, and they are very vigilant in sort of wanting to get across to the other side there where that light is between those pillars. So the dawning of the day or of the sunset, they're on their white divine horse and they're heading towards some goal. Now, in reverse, I'm thinking that they're just taking it easy. They know that they know they've got the skills, they know that they're a bit tired, they're a bit exhausted, and look at him, he's like literally a skeleton there. So I think Aries is working out right. I've been, you know, like the ram, and I've been like that galloping horse with the fire horse this year, and I've been doing a lot. I just need some time out this week. So I'm gathering that that's for Aries, and it's hard for them to stop though. Their mind is pretty busy. They need to go and do something and pour their energy into that. So maybe if they went sailing or something like that, that's keeping their mind busy because they're trying to work out the sails. That's what I think for Aries, and I've known a few. Taurus, we've got the Five of Wands. So Taurus, here you are, lovely earth sign Taurus. And here they are with their ideas, and they're sort of knocking together. I'm glad it's not the Five of Swords, because that's your thoughts, and double-edged swords can be cutting, can't they? Where this is just like sticks knocking together. Great ideas are coming to you that are practical and realistic. This one here's got blue dots on the white. To me, that's your throat chakra, talking with your angel guidance. So then we've got yellowy, greeny yellow over here. That's your stomach, your gut instincts are saying to do something else, and you've got the green of the heart. So it's a bit of confusion here with Taurus. Taurus is going like, what do I do first? Which job do I do first? Because they're very job orientated, they're very talented, they are great leaders and bosses and organisers. And for this week, for Taurus, I think you're just having a little bit of a struggle with what direction to head down first. And in my advice in the past, if you completely get into a meditative state, big breaths in, get yourself into that relaxed state, go even maybe do a yoga class and that meditation at the end, come home and then journal, and what is meant to come first will pop out onto the page if you're writing it down, or into your mind, even while you're in that meditative state at yoga. So I'm thinking, Taurus, just instead of pushing for something to do, just relax and let it come to you. Gemini, we've got the Devil in reverse. So another scary looking card, because the Devil, if you look at it upright, he's got bat wings, he's got hairy legs, he's got funny looking eyes and horns there, and in front of him, he's got two people that are sort of chained together. So I'm gathering that this is a persona. This is like, he's taking over your mind. You're starting to think very darkly and like a demon is nearly taken over you. So Gemini, if that's not happening to you, there may be someone around you that's like that. So you've got to recognize that and recognize, I believe that these two people chained together like that they're having an effect on you. They're bringing you into their club. So don't participate for the next week. Just observe, see what happens next, rather than sort of thinking, oh, I've got to get back at them, or I've got to do what they say. Just pace yourself this week, because I think Gemini, this lovely devil is going to turn around and show you, and you're going to spot it, their evil side. When you think of the devil and the forked tail, and you think of, to me, I think that they're going to be wanting you to go down a path so that they can look better. They're wanting to trick you. They're wanting to deceive you. So in reverse, I want to think that you are onto them. And my advice for the next Tuesday to Tuesday, until we read another card, you can look at your monthly one on Thursday too. That'll help. Your month is June. So when you think about getting a second card, it's going to give you that extra insight. So for me, saying to you now, I would just cruise, baby, and I would just cruise through. I wouldn't be making any big decisions, any life-changing decisions, because I think that you're going to spot what this devil is up to. So interesting for you, Gemini, this week. And we have the last card is Cancer, the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles, look how opposite to the Devil card this is. It's yellow and you've got lots of coins. You've got a beautiful lush garden. You've got a beautiful home in the background. And what this bird represents here is your patience. You've had so much patience training this courier bird every single day, feeding it, patting it, getting a real relationship between that bird and yourself built up. And you might send it up to the corner shop and back and give it a reward and, give it a lot of affection. And then you might get it to go a bit further and it comes back, but then all of a sudden that it flies and it meets another bird, or it loses its direction and it gets disorientated, so you lose that one and you've got to try again and again and again until you get that courier bird working for you, and then it starts bringing in some money and some security and all these lovely things that you get from that security. This has got Venus, the symbol of Venus on her outfit here, and to me that's a very beautiful outfit that's gold, and Venus is a lover of love, partnerships, negotiation. Venus is a lover of beautiful things, jewelry, beautiful scarf. So, and they also Venus wants equality, but also they want a balanced life. They don't want too much drama or turmoil. So I think Cancerians, you may have finally found, and it's nice and high up in that suit of Pentacles, you may have found some security within yourself, and all that hard work is paying off. So everyone, see you Thursday for your monthly reading and a card like this, and it'll help you for the week. And have a great day. Bye for now.